Hey, booze. Happy Thursday or whatever. Come talk to me. Hey, booze. I'm about to burn some Palo Santo. Hey, booze. Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Happy Thursday. It's the tea edition. What's good? Hey, booze. Hey. Good morning. How you feeling, Mr. Spearlin? How are you? What's good? Hey, everybody. So we are, so I read this article yesterday, right? And it was very, very interesting. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Heart me up or whatever. Hey, good morning. So y'all know we don't have no favorites on this channel, right? So we don't favor men and say like all men ain't shit or like all women ain't shit, right? Like we know that anybody could be toxic, men or women, right? Hey, Bill! You better come on in and see your face. Hi, baby. So I am burning Palo Santo. So this is a really good, this is something good to burn to help with anxiety. No, hold on. Let me read it to y'all. I'm going to have y'all I'm going to have y'all being hippie mystics like me. All right, so the shamans use Palo Santo for healing, purifying, and cleansing. All right, you guys. So it's like wood. Hey, baby. It's like wood, and you can burn it, and you only got to burn it for a little while, right? And it will, it'll help cleanse your space. Cleanse your space, cleanse your energy, like all of that stuff, right? So, those of us who suffer from anxiety or anything like that, like, this is good for that. All right. So, we're going to get right into it, because I'm teaching today, y'all. So, we are talking about, okay, so I read this article, and then another reason why I'm burning this is because this article talks about abuse, and I realized I was a little bit triggered. But, yeah. Oh, I need my plate to put this out on. So, yeah, y'all. So, we want to talk about it or whatever. So, I read this article yesterday, and I thought it was really, really interesting, and I wanted to bring it to you guys because it talks about, things that people things that people say to keep us stuck emotionally, like in an abusive relationship. And I don't know if we always realize the word I want to use is recognize. I don't know if we always recognize when we are in like abusive situations, right? Because I think sometimes we just think that like people have fucked up personalities, right? Or that they're, you know what I mean? Like whatever. We make excuses for people. And sometimes we fail to realize that we are in a situation that's actually abusive, right? So I was reading this article yesterday, and I just wanted to share this with y'all because I was really surprised. And I'm going to be honest, I have experienced some of these things. No shade, because I know some of my, my people watch my live. So, no shade, because, we ain't mad at nobody, right? We ain't mad at nobody but the devil. So, she healed, she good, she Gucci, right? All right, so I've experienced some of these things, and I know that other people that I know, hey, y'all, hey! I know other people have experienced these things, too. And like I said, we don't differentiate between men or women. Like, we don't have any favorites. We don't say, oh, men ain't shit, or oh, women ain't shit, right? We realize that there's fucked up people in whatever gender it is that you are, right? So, abuse is not it's an equal opportunity lender, right? So men are out here being abused by their toxic female women, and there's women that are being abused by males, right? So it's not like, you know, one particular gender or another is abusive, because either gender can be abusive, right? So we are talking about things that abusers say to gain power over us. So I know a lot of us right now, it's the end of the year. It's just like that time of year where a lot of people are ending their relationships, ending very toxic cycles and different things like that. So a lot of people are coming out of relationships. A lot of people are starting over in new relationships. I can see it on my timeline, in my stories, you know what I mean? So like a lot of us are like going through, hey, thank you. So a lot of people are going through a great exodus, right? An exodus out of toxic shit. Cycles, relationships, friends, family, you know, whatever the case may be. All right. So we want to talk about stuff that they be saying or whatever. So a lot of times whenever it's time to get out of the relationship, it's like that's the hardest thing, right? Even though you know that like it's over, and even though you know that it's not necessarily good for you, like just the ending of it is very hard, right? The ending is very difficult, right? And thank you, Bill. You better hurt me up or whatever. And then if we're dealing with somebody who is toxic or abusive, which most of us probably were, right? Because I think, you know, I think me and the tribe, we're all kind of like going through different cycles of our healing, right? So some of us ended relationships like a year ago, right? So my toxic relationship, I ended a year to the date, like a couple days ago, right? And then from what I can see on my timeline and just talking to people, a lot of people are ending like relationships. A lot of people are dealing with betrayal and, you know, all kinds of stuff. But I know it's because God is cycling out some things. You know, God had to step in and do divine intervention for some of these cycles to be broken, because you guys have something else to do. And whatever it is that you're in now is not serving you as it relates to what it is that you are supposed to be doing in your life, your purpose, right? So let's talk about the shit that they do to like try to keep us in a relationship, right? So also too, I don't know if we know like what abuse is, because some of this stuff I didn't realize was abuse, okay? So like myself included. So things that they do, I'm gonna go through the list real fast, okay? And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to give y'all examples. All right? Boom. Because she teaching today. All right. So, first thing that they do to try to control you and have power over you is name calling. Right? They name calling. They create intimacy breakers. You know what? I'm going to give y'all an example when I go down. Because then when I go down, I'll be done. All right. So, let me say. Name calling. So, that's obvious, right? So, we know, you know what I mean? You know if you're getting called out of your name. But let's talk about it. They should not be calling you out of your name, right? Stupid, idiot, worthless, lazy, says some women or some men, like in a sarcastic manner. That's like name calling, right? Intimacy breakers. So these are things that they say that are going to create like a barrier in your intimacy, right? Things like, it's none of your fucking business, right? Or shut up. Like, telling your partner shut up is so disrespectful. You should not be doing that, right? And I'm not going to read all of these because the article is on my page, all right, you guys? So, they interrupt you when you're talking. And, they do a whole bunch of breaking up with you. They break up with you and then they come back crawling, begging for forgiveness. I'll never do it again. I promise. I'm a changed woman. Bullshit, okay? It's a toxic cycle, and it breaks the intimacy, right? Because when you're beefing and you're not like, you know what I mean, you gang warring, there's no intimacy there. You're probably not speaking to each other. You know, it all depends on how toxic it is, right? So those are intimacy breakers, right? So that can cause you to feel like controlled or powerless, okay? Next thing, they tell you what you're doing, right? Like, you got your priorities screwed up, or you're fake, or stop crying, we both know you're faking. What? I wish somebody would say that to me. Okay? You got your priorities screwed up, and why don't you stuff your feelings inside, right? So they always try to come for your feelings too, right? They probably tell you you're overly emotional. If you ain't have all those emotions, you would be fine. Those are all very toxic, abusive things, okay, guys? Next thing, they play word games. All right. So for those, those of y'all who just came in, we are talking about things that abusers say to keep us feeling powerless and stuck in a relationship, right? Okay. So they play word games. They interrupt you when you're talking. They repeat your exact words back to you, but they say it like in a sarcastic way, right? Or they repeat it back to you. Hey, y'all. They repeat it back to you, but they say it like in a sarcastic tone, so it doesn't sound like it means what you meant for it to mean, right? Okay, so that's word games. They change the subject to like divert the conversation, keep you all mixed up, like scrambled eggs in the head, right? They like to tell you what you really mean. Nigga, I know what I meant when I said what I said. So yeah, so they like to tell you what you really mean. You're like, no, but I really meant, and they're like, oh, well, I thought you meant da-da-da-da. Wordplay, right? It's to keep your head fucked up, right? They deny what they say. Like, even if you played it back on a recorder, they deny it, okay? That's gaslighting. All ways to keep us, like, head fucked up, right? They try to act like they're better than you. So things that they say are, you have no money. What would you be without me? You be lost without me. At least I have a job. At least I have friends that matter, okay? So they try to appear better than you. So if you got somebody talking to you like that, abusive, okay? Or toxic. Whatever word y'all want to use. I don't want to be like triggering, but you know, calling abuse, you know, calling it out, it helps you kind of like separate from it in a sense. So, you know, you gotta call it something. You can call it abuse, you can call it toxic, whatever the case, you know. But to each his own. We all have our different levels of sensitivity or being triggered. Because I know when I first read the article, I was like, I was very triggered. So, all right. So, insults, right? They insult people that you really care about, or pets, like, right? So they say, why don't you just leave, and have your geriatric, this is funny, y'all. Have your geriatric dog leave too, and I hope he falls dead, right? Oh my God. So they say, and like, I really hope that like none of my tribe is like in these situations and like staying, like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm triggered just reading it. I'm very, I just feel like words are so important, right? And they have life, you know, and I just can't imagine, somebody being talked down to, like they're a dog, like they're a nobody, right? So they use threatening gestures towards your pets, right? Your kid is such a sissy, stuff like that. They talk about your kids. Anybody that you love or that you're close to, they're gonna attack it, right? Because they're attempting to make you feel what? Powerless and stuff, right? Sexual insults and injuries, okay, you guys? So they make you wear revealing clothes and you may not feel comfortable. Like, if you're going out and they want you to wear stuff, or they want you to do things like against your will, and it has to do with like your clothing, or feeling uncomfortable about showing your body, anything like that, that is abusive, okay, you guys? Just saying very derogatory things, things that make you feel dirty after sex, right? So, and then also too, makes you feel dirty during or after sex with comments that he or she knows that you do not like. That is abusive, you guys, okay? Also, too, using crude name for women's body parts if you are uncomfortable. So you may meet somebody and like, yeah, like I'm a cool girl, but I may not want, like if I'm talking to a male, I may not want, like, don't get but so raunchy talking to me because I'm still a female. Like some females, they don't care. Like I don't want to hear crude stuff. You know what I mean? Like treat me like I'm your like auntie. Right? So, and then another thing too, like if they know that, which I, like this was really triggering for me, like if they know that, that you value sex, right? In like a certain way, like if you value it, oh God, I'm getting triggered! Okay. Ah! Like if they know that you like value sex, like they will break up with you after you've had sex with them, right? To make you feel small, make you feel stuck, right? Abusive, you guys, okay? They insult your ideas and your dreams. They say things like those churches or those this, that, or the other, or people who work these types of jobs, right? Insults, undercuts, right? All of those things. They mock you. They make fun of you. That's abusive, you guys. If they insult the gifts that you give them, or they act like they're not interested, you do something nice for them and they can just, they just act like they don't care. Abusive, okay, you guys? They don't care about your medical issues, right? So you may have major medical problems that come up and they're not there for you, right? Say you get hurt after a fight and they're just like, oh, quit whining, right? They tell you that your depression is just all in your head, right? So they ignore your medical conditions, okay? Thoughtless of your needs. So an example of that, they may make lunch for themselves. They know y'all both in the house. They don't make you no lunch. Abusive shit. Now, I'm saying, now, of course, we're not saying if, like, somebody does this, but you know what? If they doing this, y'all better watch them, okay? So, I'm not saying that every person that does this is an abuser, right? But these are things that they do, right? And not every abuser is doing all of these things. Your abuser is probably doing something of this nature, one of these things, right? Because it's like 17 of them. So, like, one of these things they're doing, or a few of them, probably a few of them, right? So, but I don't think that we always realize, like, oh, damn, like, that's abuse. So, yeah, I'm coming to ring the alarm, right? And we're going to call abuse. And it's okay, right? It's okay. Shit. We all got a reason why we ended up in this situation that we're in, right? So, we're not going to beat ourselves up. Getting out of this shit is hard enough, right? So, we're not beating ourselves up. And then, as we know, they've been doing all this shit to us all this time any goddamn way. So, they're already, you know, like, impeding on our self-esteem and our mental peace and all of that stuff. Self-confidence, all of that shit, right? So, gifts are not given from the heart. They're just used as tools, okay? So, they give you gifts. Oh, yeah. So, they'll give you a gift, but this is a shame. They'll give you a gift, but they won't wrap it, right? Or they give you a gift, like, after a fight. So, like, they give you the gift and they got, like, the price tag on it still. Because, like, yo, it's not funny. It's crazy. Ooh. And the thing is, like, when we come into a certain level of self-love, like, some of this stuff, now I ain't gonna lie, obviously, you know, certain things are a little bit more like, oh, I definitely wouldn't fall victim to that. And some of this shit I have fell a victim to, right? But, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy the stuff that they do, and that we actually, before we come into our fullest level of self-love, like, we really fall for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we really take this shit. We all have shit. We all have. But it's all good, right? Because we're getting better and we're loving on each other. We're loving on each other, that too. We are loving on ourselves. And as you begin to love yourself more, it's just certain things. You just be like, oh, I couldn't deal with that. I can't. But it, you know, you got to get to that self-remorse place, right? So we not shading nobody because we done all been through some stuff, right? All right, so On to the next one, and I'm almost done. They disrespect your belongings, right? So like they know you have like really nice stuff, and they want to do something like throw your clothes in garbage bags or some shit like that, and they know that like you really value your clothes, or your clothes are expensive, right? So they're disrespecting your belongings. Oh, they do shit like hide your shit. Like, yo, let me tell y'all, I lost about, oh my god, I ain't gonna lie, this one winter, so like y'all know justfab.com, right? So this one winter I had like, I don't know, like a ridiculous amount of boots. And I didn't wear them every day. So like I had quite a few. Yo, we moved into this house, every single boot I owned disappeared. And I felt like, I was like, how did a whole box of boots like get thrown away? Like I had no winter boots going into that winter, right? And I always was like, I thought he did it. No, I know he did, right? Because they throw your belongings away, destroy your stuff like your pictures, letters, diaries, all right? Anything that's valuable to you. Gaslighting. So another form of gaslighting is like they may change stuff in the environment, right? And then you looking for it, can't find it, and they looking at you like you crazy. Meanwhile, whole time they moved the shit. Crazy, right? It's all the fuck your head up. Withhold financial information or money. Definitely experience that. So they're not letting you know, hey, heart me up. We just hey. So they withhold hey boo. So we talking about things that abusers do and say. Things that abusers do and say to make us feel powerless. Thank you. All right, so we're at money. So they demand money. They demand that you shop for them. They may hold money, hide money, close your bank accounts, like shit like that, right? And I hope I ain't giving nobody no ideas. I cover everybody on my live, everybody listening to this. Cover y'all in love and light, because I don't want y'all to have to experience this. I don't want to give y'all abusers no freaking ideas. But you know what? If y'all start seeing this happening, make sure y'all pack your shit and leave, alright? So we ain't dealing with this shit in the 2020. Alright, so they threaten or intimidate you, right? So they make threats. So we know what that means, right? And anything that makes you feel intimidated, like says anything like that, okay? Seeking attention. Oh, they act like they're gonna commit suicide. Like, oh my god, I'm just so hurt. Why would you say this to me? I don't want to live no more. I definitely was a victim of that. They abandon or threaten you. Hey boo, you better love me or whatever. They abandon or threaten you. No, they abandon or threaten to abandon you physically, right? So a lot of us, oh my god. A lot of us already have an abandonment wound. I'm sure all of us suffer from some sort of an abandonment wound, right? So they try to keep you feeling powerless. Woo! This one is a trigger too. Ha! So they try to keep you powerless by threatening to abandon you. Let me see. Oh, they do stuff like push you out the car, like in the middle of nowhere, stuff like that. I don't know anything like that. But they'll say stuff like, oh, maybe I won't come home tonight, or I'll just leave and live on the streets, stuff like that. So I definitely was a victim of that bullshit, right? Physically assaults, right? Physical insults, spitting on you, blocking exits, hits, punch, kicks, squeezing you too tight, chokes, all of that shit. All right, so yeah, you guys, there we go. How long I've been on here? However long I've been on here, we just went through 17 things that abusers say to keep us feeling powerless and stuck, okay? So I just wanted to bring that to you guys. I read the article. You better love me, girl. We got to get together and do lunch, my lovey. And I do need to send you my phone number. It's still the same. I need to send you my number, and I apologize. I'm not in my inbox good, but I got your message, Yolanda. So yeah, I'm gonna text you. What else? So yeah, you guys, there you have it. So we talked about the 17 things that abusers say to make us feel powerless, and of course they want to keep us powerless because they don't want us to realize that we are strong enough to walk away from they asses. But guess what? You are. So we just shed some light on the devil. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, you guys, if you're just coming in here, hey, I wasn't doing a lot of haze today because I was teaching. But yeah, you guys, make sure, share the video, okay? Make sure you share the video. Make sure you watch it from the very beginning. I don't know how long we've been online, but I did give y'all the super duper quick fast version, okay? Remember, the article is on my page. The article that I'm reading from is on my page. Hey, everybody! For those of y'all that just came in, happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Y'all want to talk to me or whatever? Drop me some love. What's going on? How y'all Thursday? Jolanda, what's going on with you? Who else? Everybody else, I don't recognize you. I don't recognize your icon by heart. But yeah, you guys, so I definitely want you guys to share the video, okay? I also want you guys to make sure that you are staying safe, right? I want you guys to be staying safe and out of toxic situations, right? And if you realize that you're in one, do what you need to do to get out, okay? You may have to ask for help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, right? Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. A lot of times abusers, they do turn everybody against us, right? So me saying reach out for help, I know that's easier said than done for some. But reach out and talk to somebody. Even if you have to call a hotline, make sure that you are praying, right? Because God is very close to us, right? I'm one of those people, I see a lot of numbers, right? Sometimes y'all see me hashtag numbers. And the reason being is I see numbers, right? I see number patterns. And they're called angel numbers, right? And the numbers represent something that your angels are trying to tell you. So there is a lot of heavenly dispatch, right? Because a lot of us are going through a lot of different things, right? But God is close. So make sure you are talking to him and you are asking him to help you, and he will, right? And he's answering prayers fast. Like, we're not praying for stuff for forever and ever and ever. Like, we just asking him, and he's just doing it because he loves us. Nothing much, just getting ready for work. Oh, boo, where you work? I'm going to ask you because you always post something about work. We done on here. I'm going to hop in my shower and get ready. Yeah, boo, where you work at? I always see you posting about working. I love you very much. Keep your head up. Keep your head up, all that good stuff. Let me know where you living. I'm in Northeast. Let me know where you at. I know you moved out and got your own place, right? So I love you. Keep your head up. Good to see ya. Everybody else on here. Hey, everybody. So 313. Yes! That's one of mine too. Yo, they just been knocking me over the head. So if you know yours is 313, what's the meaning of it? What's the meaning of 313? Do you know what the meaning of your angel number is? You know, a new one I've been seeing this week is 818. So yeah, so I hope you know what your number means. Okay, baby, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, you guys, I love you guys so very, very much. And it is my wish and my desire and my prayer that you guys are happy, right? Happy, at peace, making good decisions for yourself, right? Making the best decisions for yourself in life. Good choices in love, career, money, all that good stuff, right? Drinking your tea, adding the ginger, eating your food good, eating good food, going outside, exercising, having good conversation, all that stuff. So I love you guys so very, very much. Oh, looking up the meaning of your angel numbers, you know. reading things to edify yourself, asking God who you is and where you came from so he can blow your mind. Ask God why you're here. Ask him to talk. Be like, God, can you just show me who I am through your eyes? And prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be amazed. Angels are getting in contact with me. No, you ain't look it up. We already know they getting in contact with you if it's an angel number. You know what, Mr. Marquise? You should know the meaning. You should know. Sending me a message. But what's the message, boo? You got to look up the word. Hold on. I'm about to look it up for you. You about to miss your blessing. All right, so 313 angel number. So let's see exactly what your numbers, what they saying. Let's see. Good fortune. So let me see. You have seen the angel number 313. It's a symbol of enthusiasm, creativity, growth, and optimism, Mr. Garrett. If angel number 313 keeps appearing in your life, it means that you are surrounded by love and positive energy. Hey! And your angels are sending you number 313 to prepare you for good changes that are about to come through in your life. See? You've been seeing it for years? So that means you must be a very positive person because you got positive energy around you and some positive changes is about to come through in your life. Or what is. Now, in the arena of love, it means courageous acts of love and encourage you to do everything possible to get to what it is that you want in regards to romantic interest or whatever. So yeah, oh yeah, and it also means that your ascended masters are helping you. So that's how you staying so positive, because you got angels and you got ascended masters. So you got a whole team, Mr. Garrett. You got a whole spirit team. So you know what that means. You could do whatever you want in this life because you got angels helping you. So you better utilize your make sure you utilize your team. That means your prayers get answered faster. That means your manifestations is going to be on and popping. Yup, they're there to help you keep optimistic and help empower you so you can walk your chosen path with confidence and grace. So what are you called to do, sir? Yeah, you must be called to do something amazing. All this positive energy all around you. You probably a light worker. You said 216. Let's see. There's so many. I don't know which website is the best, but it's so many. It's so many. Like you could just Google. I haven't decided which one is the best website though, but it's quite a few. So you said 216. Yeah. So what you called to do in life? Love, live, life. 85. What's 85? What is you doing with your life, Mr. Garrett, with all that darn positive energy around you? That's what I want to know. And if you ain't doing that, so let me say this. If you ain't doing that, you need to be getting to do something. Because they ain't here with you for nothing. So 216 tells you to continue being oh my God, you cannot get away from the positive and optimistic. Yo, look. Yo. You're supposed to be doing something. Like, you probably should be doing what I'm doing. What are you doing with yourself? I've never been to your page before. But you probably should be doing... Are all of those... Boy! Your old addresses? Well, 216 says... continue to be optimistic and positive about your life path. When you work with positive affirmations... Oh, it also... Let me see. It corresponds with love, energy, and healing. What? I just need to know what you're doing with your life. Hey, Mr. Beckett! Hey, Mr. Beckett! So today we were talking about the 17 things that abusers say to keep us feeling like powerless and stuck. So, yeah, so I went through all of them. And I gave examples, so make sure that y'all share the video and watch it from the very beginning. But then we were talking about angel numbers, and Mr. Garrett said that he his angel number was 313, but he ain't know the details of his angel number. So yeah, so now we done found out that he got a whole spirit team, and I'm just trying to figure out look what up. Which one? 85? I know one thing. You need to go Google 313 and 216 and click on a page and get busy with your life, Mr. Positive Optimistic. I ain't looking up no more. You look them up. But yeah, but definitely, I don't know what you are doing with your life, but yeah, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but you're supposed to be doing something. Yeah, me too. So I keep seeing 543 and 737. Now I've been seeing numbers probably. Now I haven't been seeing them for years. I'm gonna say maybe like right before the summertime. Yeah, like right before the summertime. But yeah, but now it's crazy. It's like out of control. But yeah, now I'm starting to see them in my dreams. But I only see 737. 737 was in my dream, and 543. And then you know what's crazy? Like when I get off my live, like either the time that I was on the live or the amount of comments or likes or whatever, like it'll be like my angel numbers. Like I be tripping. Like I logged on the other day and like the likes was 123 and the views was 543. I was tripping. I got 3 pages of numbers I've been seeing. I know it's like once you start seeing them, like it just gets crazy. Like I see 1242, all the 22s, 922, 522, 722. It's crazy. Wow. So Mr. Garrett, that means that you are very spiritually gifted. So I hope you are on your spiritual path. I might have to come check your page out and see what's good with you. But yeah, but I'm about to jump off of here. Make sure you guys share the video, right? Create some chatter about it. I'm sending love and light to you guys. Prayerfully, the things that I have talked about as it relates to things that abusers say, hopefully none of you guys are experiencing that currently. Hopefully you're coming out of it or have come out of it already, like myself. But this time of year is a lot of people are breaking up. A lot of people are getting together. So it's a lot of reconciliations, but there are a lot of ending of cycles. So I just wanted to give you guys some information to help. And I think a couple days ago we talked about things to do to get toxic energy out. No, what did we talk about? Oh, how to get over toxic relationships. So like changing your habits and changing your routines, adding some hobbies, working out, sports, being outside. Being outside is very healing. Things like that. I see bears and dogs in my dream. Does that have a meaning? Yep. You know what? There's a website called Dream Moods, right? Do you go on the internet a lot, Mr. Garrett? Dreammoods.com. You can go on there and you can type, I think it's Dream Moods. And it can give you the, you can type it in and it'll give you the interpretation of your dream. Hey, Mr. Beckett. Why when I dream 9 out of 10, I see or talk to people I don't, I don't know. I don't know. So this I cannot. Okay, so this is the thing. It's not the people in the dream. So if you don't know the people, it's not about the people. It's about the interaction. So what are you... So what are you actually doing in the dream? That probably has more to do with it than anything, because most times, as it relates to dream interpretation, even if you know the person in the dream, it's normally never, dreams are normally never that literal anyway. So even if you did know the person, they probably represented something or someone else or something like that. But I thought she was going to say, why don't I remember my dreams? Because right now, I don't remember my dreams. I wish I did. You better do that. Yeah, Mr. Garrett. You know why? Because whenever you do, it's going to give you such purpose, right? When you look up your angel numbers and you realize, like, what? Like, it's like this. Like, my life is like this. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's going to give you such purpose. So definitely make sure you do that. And I'm going to be checking up to make sure that you did. But yeah, you are... How you sleeping? You probably ain't sleeping at night either. You probably up at... Team no sleep! So, yeah. So, yeah, honey bunny, you got some stuff to do. So, start asking God. All y'all. So, I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. And, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. If you like what I had to say, share the video. She's on YouTube. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? What else? I think that's it. Take care of yourself. Inbox you. I don't really bang with my inbox. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't bang with my inbox, so don't look at your page. All right, I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna check you out, but I can't guarantee you I'm gonna inbox you back. I don't know how I'm gonna check up on you. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's mostly females. Ooh, some come in flashes. Ow. And some I interact with for a minute. Really? What you be talking about? Well, what you're talking about could probably make a difference. They not succubus spirits, are they? Because y'all know that there is a such thing. So let's talk about it. So y'all know that there is a such thing called incubus and succubus, right? It's a male avatar. Is that the word I want to use? Gender? Yeah. Anyway, they're spirits. One is a male and one is a female. Incubus and succubus, right? And they are sexual demons. And they now, Mr. Beckett, I'm not saying that this is not what I'm saying is happening in your dreams, okay? But some of us who have experienced very things that happen to us in our dreams or in our sleep, in our sleep that were very sexual in nature. It could have been a demonic entity. Because the females tend to link themselves to males, and vice versa. But it can get real serious and it can get real heavy because you can be they can like really attach themselves to you and you be getting visitations and stuff at night. So y'all be careful. And then also to be careful with these women that get very like, all right, so normal relationships, of course you're going to have sex, right? But women who are like their personality and as a person they're toxic in nature, right? Like as a person, but then they have like a very sexual nature, and whenever you're ready to break up or get away with them, they're just like really hardcore using their sexuality to like really keep you trapped. Women like that are operating under that same type of spirit, and it's kind of like it's an energy vampire in a sense, and it keeps you bound because you have like a soul tied to an entity that is dark. So yeah, you guys. But that's all I got for y'all. Mr. Beckett, I was trying to wait for you to write back. So I guess catch me tomorrow. But yeah, she don't really do that inbox. That inbox is odd. Oh, very rarely the dreams have sexual overtones. Oh, common combo. Of course, Mr. Beckett. I wouldn't expect anything less from your dreams. I don't know, honey bunny. So what I would do is I would pay attention to the conversation, the dialogue of the conversation, either the actual dialogue, right? The actual dialogue of the conversation, or how it made you feel. You can start there. All right, because how it made you feel may have had something to do with it. That's the most general, the most general response that I could give. Yeah. I know a little something about dream interpretation, just a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, you guys, I love y'all very much, and I'm glad it ain't no sexual overtone. So that means you ain't dealing with no incubus or succubus spirit, because oh god, it's so much to the spiritual world. But you could be successful, but you just got to be knowledgeable. All right, so I love you guys. I will check you guys out tomorrow. Okay.